In this video, I wear a hat. I cross my fingers. We park at the back of a chateau. At the back of a chateau? My shadow looks like a Simpsons character. I stare at a fuel pump. I kiss a water pump, and a French dude points his derrière at my camera. So if that wasn't enough to send you scrolling by, then welcome to the channel. And if we haven't already met, I'm Billy, and this is Blanche, my 1989 Citroen C15 Romahome camper van. We're on our biggest adventure yet, a European road trip. We're making our way down through France towards the Spanish border, then across to Portugal, and down the Atlantic coast to the Algarve. Will we make it? Follow us and find out. But before we carry on, for those of you who saw the last video, you'll be pleased to note that my chemical toilet emptying skills are much improved. So we were camped out for about a week and a half in the garden of the farmhouse in Coo. Just sorting the van out, doing a bit of work and just prepping to get ready for moving south. But whilst we were there, we had our first van failure. The water pump packed up. But I'll let this bloke explain.
Bonjour, bienvenue à la Blanche. Hi there and welcome back to the channel, or Le Chanel, or Chanel, I don't know, that's the perfume. Anyway, let's move on. Firstly, a couple of shout outs. Thank you so much everybody for the likes and follows on the last video, the first video, last video. We were absolutely bowled over. My heart was warmed and so was Blanche's engine. I couldn't have wished for a better response, and it seems that everybody is interested in what we're doing, which is great. So thank you so much. Little bit of a mixed review to the chemical toilet empty, but it gave a lot of people a good laugh. So there we go. That's the reality of van life. And talking of which, I have to fix the water pump. By the way, this is not the one in the engine. This is the one that pumps the water to my sink. That's where the next shout out comes in. My friends, dear friends Hayley and Andy, lent me their old water container, which they weren't using anymore, and it's been an absolute godsend. I'll just post a picture of it up there. There it is for everyone to see. Not much, but it's absolutely saved my bacon as far as using it for washing up and stuff like that. Hayley and Andy, thank you so much. So off we go. We're going to head down to Nevers, going to meet a friend down there, going to head down to Bordeaux, and then the border with Spain. And if all being well, if we can get there by the weekend, that would be really nice. Right, I'm going to fix this water pump. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Moment of truth. Bit slower than the other one, but it's working. Well, I have to say that's a bit of a relief. So we can pump water through now, which is great. So let's get on our way. So as an impressive flock of migrating geese headed into the sunset, so did we. So as Blanche creaked and groaned her way out of the farmhouse garden, like the old girl that she is, we hit the road heading south toward the small city of Nevers. Okay, we've left Coo, we've left John's, and we're now heading to Nevers. The sun's just set, it's been a lovely day here, giving me a chance to sort the van out, do a few bits and bobs, fix the water pump, so that's all good. Anyway, for now, see you in a bit. Sadly, unlike when I was there in May, the weather in Nevers was atrocious. It was wet, cold and horrible, and I really didn't want to walk around the city in it.
So in the evening I met up with my friend, brilliant artist and tattoo artist from my hometown Ramsgate, who also happens to have the best name ever. This is Betty Boo Onion. Yes, you heard it right. She's now a Nevers native and she did a lot of the artwork on the front of the pub we went to, Le Lord. So it seemed like a good photo opportunity. Thanks Betty and cheers. See you again soon. So after a brief stop for some brunch on the outskirts of the city and on the banks of the mighty River Loire, we carried on south, out into the countryside once again, heading towards Bordeaux. So after an absolutely fab night with Betty in Nevers, nice clear road, looking forward to some warmer temperatures. There were some lovely autumn colours on this leg of the journey, but we were about to hit motorway again and I decided it was also time for a fuel stop. However, and to use a nautical term, my buoyant mood was about to be scuppered. So here's a cautionary tale of woe if you're using an automated petrol station in France. I use a Monzo foreign travel debit card, but the machine wasn't liking it. So here we are at a petrol station run by E. Leclerc, the huge French store chain. Now they have a right scam going on here. They require you to have at least €200 in your account in order to get fuel from them. And if you haven't, for absolutely no good reason I can see in this world, they actually take whatever the balance is in your account. Yes, that's right, they steal your money temporarily. I moved on to another petrol station, Total Energies, and they have exactly the same system going, but fortunately for me they don't actually take the balance of your account like E. Leclerc do. So E. Leclerc fleeced me for £100. After a bit of googling, this seems to be a really common thing that other people have experienced. And E. Leclerc do apparently give you your money back, but after how long, who knows. So I'm in the process of looking into this and possibly naming and shaming on social media. Now there's a good idea. So we got topped up with fuel, and right on cue, to lighten the mood, a French guy came along and pointed his bum directly at my camera, which also gave it a halo. Merci monsieur pour le derrière. There we go, a handy hint for anyone travelling in France. I'm beginning to really hate these self-service petrol stations. French dude came and walked right in front of me, filling up his gas tank. Anyway, we have fuel, we're pushing on. And I decided to cheer myself up with our theme tune. I'm on the road again, I can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again.
We were still a few hours from our park-up, which was in the grounds of a chateau on the outskirts of the ville of Coubnezet. It was dark when we arrived, so I couldn't really see a lot, but when I woke up the following morning and stepped outside, wow! Château Bertinerie. These vineyards and accompanying chateau have been in the same family for over 200 years, and they are the biggest Lyra vineyard in the whole of France, Lyra being a method of training the grapes to produce a certain type of wine. Listen to me sounding like I know what I'm talking about. It's all on their website. I had some lovely bees for neighbours, and they spent all day tirelessly gathering nectar from these beautiful pink and yellow flowers. I'm not much of a botanist, but if anybody knows what they are, please do tell me in the comments, as I'd be interested to know. The owners of the chateau have kindly made the rear area available for campers passing through and offer free electricity and water. Very generous, and in such a beautiful location as well. You'd think he'd smile, wouldn't you? Well, it is a moody, gratuitous slow-mo after all. So I took my trusty steed, Jack, out into the French countryside and cycled to the nearby town of Cavignac. I found a nice bar, well, the only bar, La Baraka, and after sampling a few of the beers, I had an amazing burger and fries. The staff were really friendly and made me feel very welcome. Then I headed back to Blanche and settled back into the sound of the church bell ringing and had a really restful night's sleep. So it was time to head off and leave the beautiful chateau and the vineyards. Blanche felt very important as she swept majestically up the drive. We headed out of the gates to continue on the next leg of our journey, which was taking us down to the French-Spanish border. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons and the notification bell. It really does help with the channel. And we'll see you in the next video on the continuing adventures of Billy and Blanche. So bye for now. See ya.